Hey guys, and welcome back. Here we are, man, Wednesday, time for another midweek motivation and advice video. And this video I like to call Eating for Weight Loss, man. And I've made a video called Exercise for Weight Loss. And then I've made a ton of videos in this series about how to get your mind wrapped around this mental game. Now, here's what I'm gonna tell you. I've tried to make this video about 5 times now, and every time I do it gets to be like 45 minutes long. And I'm trying to keep this video small. So this video might have to be a series of videos. So if that's the case, then that's the case. In any case, guys, what I need everybody to understand here is eating for weight loss is a process. It's an evolution, right? So you're gonna have to keep that in mind as we move through this video and or this video series, right? Essentially, the reason that I spent so much time to this point in the series on wrapping your mental mind around this game and getting your head in it is because 99% of really anything you do in life, but especially weight loss, is mental. You can kind of think of it as a pie chart, right? Now, of that remaining 1%, right? That remaining 1% is also split, right? And I would say that remaining 1% represents the mechanics you have to do to lose weight, right? Now, the mechanics are about 90% kitchen, what you shove in your face, right? And 10% what you do, right? That's where the exercise for weight loss comes in. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. But the real focus here is, from a mechanic standpoint, is what you eat, how you put it in your mouth, what you do, right? And that has to be viewed as an evolution, right? A lot of times what I see is people are very, very eager to jump in. They want to get the weight off as fast as possible. And that's understood, right? I mean, I get where that's coming from, right? I was there. I understand where you're coming from with that. But it really is an evolution, right? So those of you that have read my article, you'll know that towards the end of my diet, I was eating about 1,500 calories a day, whole foods, right? Very low carbohydrate type stuff. And I was doing about a 48-hour fast every month with a 20-hour fast every single day. Now, that seems extreme, right? And I'm not here to tell you it's not extreme. What I'm here to tell you is I didn't start there, right? I didn't go from eating like 10,000 calories a day and pizza and burgers and fries and horrible shit to that, right? It took 2 years, and it was a very slow, methodical process, right? Here's what I'll tell you. In order to begin this process, I'll give you guys the same advice I give every single person here, right? You're going to have to mentally understand that it's going to take time and you have to be okay with it. Number 2, small changes over time get you to your goal. Do not jump ahead. That is a recipe for binge eating disorders, bulimia, all kinds of horrible, horrible eating disorders. You have to give this the time it takes, right? And you have to trust the process, all right? That's why your mental game has to be strong. In any case, guys, what I'll tell you is to begin with, what I would do is I would download some sort of calorie tracker. Now, I used MyFitnessPal. I'm not sponsored. This video is not sponsored. Nobody sponsored me for this. What I'm telling you is the tools that I use to get the job done, right? The reason I use MyFitnessPal is because it's twofold, right? It's a calorie tracker, right? It allows you to very easily scan barcodes and enter the foods that you're eating on a day-to-day basis to allow you to get a full picture of what you're actually putting in your face, right? But more than that, it allows you to calculate your TDEE, your total daily energy expenditure, very easily, right? Also to set your goals very easily, whether you want to lose 1 pound or 2 pounds a month or a week, it will help you do that. It will help you to calculate those calories. It will also give you warnings when you're going over your calorie counts for the day. So that really, really helps. And what I will tell you is that would be my first step. My first step, and it was my first step, was to download MyFitnessPal, put my information into it, set my goals, and then look at what I was eating every single day and try to just get a full picture of what I was doing to myself. And then start cutting back and doing the things necessary, right? But that is an evolution, right? I didn't start with anything drastic, right? I didn't change anything I was eating. I didn't change what I was eating or any of that kind of stuff. I simply changed the amount that I was eating to fall within my calorie goals. Now, I was so big at 412 pounds that I was still able to eat 2,500 calories a day and lose 2 pounds a week, man. That means my TDEE was like 3,500, which is insane. Your TDEE will probably not be that high unless you are as big as I am. But what I'll tell you is don't resist the urge to jump in right away and start making crazy changes to your diet. Start with simply changing the amount you eat, right? Get that to routine. And then once that starts having diminishing returns, then you can start doing things like substituting out sugars for other things and so on and so forth. And then what you'll find is eventually, ideally over a year or two, you'll find that you are at a better place overall where you might be eating whole type foods, non-processed stuff and things like that. And really the end product will seem extreme to most people, but to you it will just seem like a natural progression, as it should, right? This is how you avoid eating disorders along the way, right? Trust the process, guys. That is the true beginning of this. But just like everything else in life, man, this is an evolution, right? You cannot skip steps here. And I urge you not to skip steps, right? I've been there, man. I know what it's like, right? And I understand the urges, right? But you have got to, this is going to take some time. It's not something that's going to be super quick, and you've got to figure it out, right? To say nothing of the challenges that await you, right? From a hunger standpoint and all. I have a video about the stages of weight loss that will come up, right? So what you don't need is the added pressure of, oh my God, am I eating right? Am I doing those types of things? So you've got to allow the process to take the time it takes. This is how you succeed at this. There's nothing magical here. It just takes time and mental engagement, essentially, and then doing the things necessary. So again, first steps, guys. Download some sort of calorie tracker, man. Calculate your TDEE, come up with your goals, and just start changing the amount of food that you eat. I really feel like that is an excellent step number one. If you're doing that, you are well on your way to your weight loss goals, man. I promise you that. Now, the video's running a little bit long, so I'm gonna cut it here, and I may have to do several of these videos. But hopefully you guys will tune in for all of them, man, because I really feel like this is great information. I really feel like this is information that I wish I had had when I first started, and the encouragement of the fact that the process works, but it is slow. It is slow. You didn't get massive overnight. You're not going to get skinny overnight either. Just let it happen, man. Just let it happen. Anyway, guys, like and subscribe. Leave me some comments, man. Let me know what's going on with you guys. And as always, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you later.